it's time we hop back into the new challenge run that is sweeping the nation. You know it, you love it. It is Red Rust only. Red Rust only, no hit. To my knowledge, I am the first person dumb enough to attempt this challenge, and I will be the first to beat it. The timer is carrying over from our last set of attempts. I want to have this timer be the total time it takes to complete the challenge. So it's a little bit of a different way of organizing it. If you don't know, this is how the Red Rust works. It is a weapon that takes up both of my equipment slots. The attack damage is like worse than my fists. As you can see, if I take the Red Rust off, I increase my damage. So, yeah. And it is the only item I'm allowed to use. And as we learned last time we played this, it has a 14% chance every time you swing the sword to fail. So, thank you, Dirtcat. I have done Red Rust challenges in the past before, but one, they were not no-hit challenges. And two, I think I allowed myself to use spells. At least in one of the attempts, I allowed myself to use spells, so. Yeah, I gave myself Spirit Orb because it's more fun. Well, sorry. As we can see by this rule, we're not allowed to have fun. It's not more fun. It is more information to the viewer to understand how terrible the Red Rust is. So therefore, it's less fun for me because you get to see how ass it is. Can I level up? Technically, yes, I can level up. In fact, I believe if I kill this warg, I should level up. There we go. Does backdashing count as fun? No, it's obligation. How many years are we guessing this would take? Last time I played this, I guessed that this would take me about 40 to 50 attempts total. So we're technically on pace for that. We did 10 attempts last time. It took us a little over an hour to get to 10 attempts. We've discovered a lot of strategies in the meantime that should help us get through the beginning part of the game. One thing you might be wondering is, well, how far did you get last time? We got really far. Right, guys? It was, like, really impressive in the first hour of attempts how far we got. Right, guys? What's that? We died to Doppelganger every time we got close to him? That's basically like completing the run. I didn't see the bone, dude. All right, well. On the bright side, the resets are a lot faster because I have a save state set up to take care of that for me. Bruh, listen. It's not random, no. We are not playing this as a randomizer. I want to challenge myself to playing the actual game. I'm challenging myself to the actual game here. I believe this all works still. Okay. We have to lock in. That was our warm-up. Those last couple of attempts were warm-ups. Have I gotten any world record on SotN? If you type !WR, it'll bring you to the Speedrun.com page, and you can take a look for yourself if you would like to. No way, he's actually playing SotN? The other thing about the Red Rust that is awesome is you cannot angle the attack at all. So I can't like angle it downwards to hit the enemies that are like directly in front of me unless I intentionally go for this like super late attack right before touching the ground. It's awesome because if I just do the attack animation while on the ground, it takes this long. I'm holding the movement option right afterwards. It's like a full second of just standing still unless I do an aerial attack. It's really bad. On the bright side, you get to curse Doppelganger. Funny enough, cursing Doppelganger kind of makes it, in a weird way, harder. So, Nice, creative gamers. The Saturn version, if you are to play the Saturn version, I do think the Ultimate Edition patch is definitely worth, because it's a translator and a quality of life patch. So, it's pretty good. Thank you, Keith. Yeah, Impossible Challenge is done for now. We might bring it back if we can set it up again with like new settings in a map randomizer maybe. So that's part of the reason why we're doing this challenge, is because people have asked if I would ever do a Red Rust no-hit challenge, and I always laughed saying, hell no, I don't want to do that shit. That sounds miserable. And then I realized that my job is to be miserable on camera for you guys. So in a way, it's actually the greatest thing I could be doing. So. Is that correct info? I believe Mednafen has a Saturn core that works. I personally use BizHawk as my emulator of choice, but you can play on whatever, as long as it is an emulator. This fucking guy. Whoa! Dude! He's insane! The dodges. Also, the hitbox on this thing is ass. What about Rando, you find it, you use it style run? That is not very interesting in the Symphony of the Night, because Symphony of the Night, if you don't give yourself restrictions in the game, any weapon is still good enough, because at the, oh no, I have to use Red Rust for like a minute until I find a new weapon. Whatever will I do? Anyways, Tetra Spirit, Soul Seal, Tetra Spirit. Can I use save rooms? I mean, save rooms aren't going to help me, because I can't take damage. If I take damage, I have to reset. So even if I were to save the game, it doesn't do anything for me, because I still have to reset if I take damage. I thought BizHawk focused on speedrunning randomizing. I mean, BizHawk is just a emulator that is designed with tool-assisted speedrunning in mind. But you can use it as just like an emulator. We use it because there's a lot of like scripts and stuff that you can run alongside the game, because BizHawk allows you to run Lewis scripts very easily. There we go. Get that guy out of the way. Is there a BizHawk core that loads as fast as the Xbox version? No, there is not. There is no way to get the PlayStation version to load as fast as the Xbox version on any emulator that I'm aware of. And even if you could, it would not be legal for speedrunning, at least. But I guess if you just wanted to play the game for funsies, you could do it that way. Planning on adding the PPSSPP core. That's cool. That's good news. Whoa. Chill there, bud. Missed. There we go. Forgot the Red Rust can fail. 14% chance, apparently. In fact, the failure rate of the Red Rust will lead to certain situations where if we fail the attack, we are likely just dead, and there's nothing we can do about it, which is awesome. Because some strategies just require that you are aggressive and like hit the enemy before they hit you type situation. For the Red Rust, that leads to dying if you fail. Oh my god, we were pixels away from dying there. Yeah, if you accidentally do the Red Rust attack on the ground, you are so screwed, because the end lag is insane. guy. Whoa! Bruh, 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 bruh. Fucking hate this room, man. This room sucks. Okay, well, that's fine. I don't need to kill that guy anyways. 5 minutes later, he fucking does a whole loop and kills me. Different guy, by the way. Not the same one. There's still the other guy coming around. Yep, there he is. He's coming. Oh, he's coming. He's making his way downtown. Oh, I failed. I won opportunity. There we go. Oh! Oh, nice. Huge damage. Oh, we failed our opportunity. Oh, another fail. Huge. Nope, never mind. Easy money. If there was a script that automatically counted the number of fails the Red Rust had, I would definitely have it on screen because that is funny. But I'm not manually counting that shit. That's too much brain power. But a script like that could be funny. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, me, me. You bet 1 garnet coin? Unfortunately, you were wrong. Our attack did not fail. Ah! Stay back! Well, the Fleamen won that encounter, unfortunately.
Wait a moment.
What type of damage does Red Rust do? It does curse damage. Oh. This run's impossible. We can't kill Akmodan. It's literally not possible. This is my... How did it take me this long to realize that? All right, we'll have to make an exception for Akmodan. You can? How am I supposed to kill Akmodan with just Red Rust? If you use sub-weapons. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy that sub-weapons... Wow. They're not items. Brother, you are an item. Fuck you. We're not allowed to use sub-weapons. Obviously. If we were allowed to use sub-weapons, I would be grabbing the Cube of Zoe. What's next worst weapon in the game? It might... Well, it depends on your definition of what is the worst. Also, I just realized Spirit Orb is off. Oh, Spirit Orb's back. That's crazy. How did that happen? Anyways. Me closing my cheat folder. Would I recommend Saturn version for like a first time playthrough? Like you've never played through Symphony of the Night before? Not really. I'd recommend that you play the PlayStation version. And then you play the Saturn version afterwards if you want to just experience the new stuff. Because then you'll at least have the context. But if you've already played the PlayStation version before, then like, yeah, sure, go for it. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is I'm going to worry about Akmodan when we get to Akmodan. We will likely just punch him to death. If you've never touched the game before, yeah, don't play the Saturn version. Parappa his ass. I missed a turkey in the wall. Oh, that would heal me. Because I am currently pretty low on health. You make a good point there. Damn, streamer is throwing. I mean, it's just my opinion. I don't know. You could ignore me and play whatever the fuck you want. It's a video game at the end of the day. Who cares? It's not life or death if you don't have, like, the perfect playthrough experience for your first playthrough. My first playthrough experience was me being a literal child and not understanding how to progress the game for, like, the first 5 years of me playing it, so... I'm dead? Oh, barely. That's why I hate the fucking Red Rust, man. It's so laggy. Doing these tiny little jump slashes makes me want to die. Tearfing for Akmodan. Tearfing also does curse damage. It's the same problem, if not worse. You guys are very smart. Tearfing does curse and dark damage? I think it's only curse. I don't think it's curse and dark. I think you're wrong on that. But I guess I could be wrong. My gut is telling me it does not do dark damage, that it's only curse damage. But if I'm wrong, then maybe that could be our solution, is we use Tearfing. Because it's basically a worse version of the Red Rust in that scenario. I could test it on another save file. That is true. In fact, I know exactly how I could test it. Dude, I'm doing less damage than I did the last time we got the to this fight. You're gonna check him PC. This is not normally check him PC. Should be dead soon. There we go. Where are the fireballs? There they are. Huge critical hit. Yeah, Tearfing only run would not be possible. Because you cannot kill any enemies or damage any enemies for quite a while. Because your attack value needs to be 31 minimum, so because the Tearfing decreases your attack value by 30. So at that point, you would have an attack value of 1. And if you have an attack value that's 0 or lower, you just do not do damage at all. You can hit candles, but you can't like hit enemies. Your attacks just phase through enemies. I mean, it makes sense that people don't know about these interactions because this is like one, like a modified playthrough in the sense that I'm using cheats to start with the red rust and have 0 HP and shit like that. Like, no one's gonna have the means to start with the tier thing in their normal playthrough. Like, you have to use cheat codes to make that work. It's on the wiki. Yeah, the wiki can be wrong on a few things, but it seems like tierfing might be the solution to the Akmodan problem. I don't think there's any other enemies that resist curse completely, that I'm aware of at least. Oh, that was close, actually. This room just takes so long to get through, and now I'm just gonna die to a fucking Ouija table after this anyways, so it doesn't fucking matter. Holy shit, a sub-weapon? Wowzers. Do I think they'll ever remake or remaster SotN? Probably eventually, but like, I don't really care because it's not happening anytime soon. So I try not to concern myself too much with the hypotheticals surrounding this game because the amount of copium required to sustain yourself as a Symphony of the Night fan is already high enough as is. Adding additional things to cope about is ill-advised. My doctor told me that it's not safe to do so. If Miyazaki had his hands on the Castlevania IP, I would be very happy, personally. Yeah, I think also I agree with Zenzo. I'd rather just get a new Castlevania game, to be honest, at this point. Like, Symphony of the Night is great, and we'll continue to be able to play it with, like, decent emulation and stuff like that. I would prefer also to have a PC port, just because, like, most people don't want to boot up an emulator to play their games or whatever. Like, the average gamer consumer is like, an emulator, isn't that like illegal or whatever? I don't care which Miyazaki it is. I'm fine with either of them taking the reins on the Castlevania IP. Oh, thank God for that crit. I needed that. Let's fucking go. God is on our side, finally. Barely didn't get boned there. Okay, let's go for the quick slash here. There we go. And we never got boned. Am I saying that the CB anime was a mistake? If Miyazaki, Hayao Miyazaki created a Castlevania video game and then said the Castlevania anime was a mistake, I'd say, yes, sir. That's my goat right there speaking. You listen to him. You listen to him when he says anime was a mistake. What do I think of the upcoming Silent Hill? There's a new Silent Hill? I haven't seen anything about it, nor am I the guy to ask about that. Personally, I've never played a Silent Hill game. So, not really my thing, unfortunately. But if it looks cool and it is good or whatever, then congratulations, Silent Hill fans. A W for once. Although Silent Hill 2 Remake, I think, was also maybe a W. Who knows? It's outside of the realm, that possibility of SotN getting re-released. My understanding that SotN is a video game that has licensing nightmares all up in its business due to the voice acting and the music. Primarily like the licensed music, like I Am the Wind. So because of that, Konami, not about that life. Did I crit for 22 damage and then my normal slash was 24 damage? Did I see that correctly? Or was that 28 damage was my crit? Yeah, keeping the Spirit Orb on was the correct decision. Was it a 27? I don't know. Well, let's hydrate because coming up is the final boss of the fucking game. Yeah, Sony, I believe, owns some licensing stuff for SotN still. I could be wrong, though. Gamble? That is true. I guess I can let you guys gamble on whether I beat the boss.
Red Rust, more like shit ass.
So true! Finally, somebody says it. This is true. Will this one be easier or harder? I think this challenge theoretically should be easier, but I don't know. Get your gambles in now. In fact, I'm going to go use the bathroom while this gamble proceeds and let you guys build up the tension. I'm going to be right back. We are back. My plan is pretty simple. One, I'm going to bait Doppelganger into doing his jump. I'm going to attack, hope that the attack doesn't fail. We have a 14% chance to fail. If it does, I think we just die on the spot to Doppelganger's attack. Then I have to loop him indefinitely while he is cursed, hoping that I never get any attack failures. And if I do, I then have to dodge him throwing daggers at me. So, you know, normal stuff. Very normal. You guys have 15 more seconds to bet on whether you think I'm going to clear this boss or not. Okay, step one complete. We're getting very lucky so far. How did I whiff that? He was inside of my asshole! He wouldn't give me social distancing, motherfucker! He was breathing down my neck! Dude, this guy sucks! Fuck, how am I supposed to beat this guy? Oh wait, I'm supposed to test the thing, hold on. Can I test it? Yeah, let me test something really quick. I have a save that has the ability to test versus Akmodan, and we do need to have a solution for Akmodan, so I'm going to do that real quick. I'm leaving it in the video, because why not? I may have broke something. Everything's fine? Question mark? Okay, we're so back. We're so back. We're so back. Let me go check up on Akmodan and see what he's up to. I mean, he's pretty close by. Oh, son of a... Don't mind me, I'm using my time powers. Oh, fuck. Any second now. I'm leaving this in the video, goddammit. The YouTube watchers will be seeing all of this. And if you're also watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You've already watched for like 30 minutes. Clearly, you enjoy Symphony of the Night. Smiley face. Join the live stream, perhaps, on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz so you can watch me fail this challenge live. We'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks! Why was he so mad? Like, we've all seen the video, obviously. But, like... Oh, oops. It's, like, not that big of a deal, I feel like. He was just messing up his lines or whatever. Like, I'm sure it happens. Fuck! Yeah, something about Doppelganger being cursed makes him, like, act weird. I don't know. He was an aggressive drinker. It really do be like that, huh? Anyways. Sort by sword. And Tearfing. Convenient. Alrighty, Tearfing. Does this work? Oh shit, it does work. Okay, so Tearfing does work. To show you guys why I can't use Red Rust. So it does do curse and dark damage. Huh. Today I learned. You were right. Technically, the wiki was right, and you were just citing information based off of that, but, you know. Not to get too technical here. Anyways. Cool. Good to know. And now we know. Yeah, I said I could have been wrong, and I was wrong. I'm not so, overly confident that I'm not willing to put some, stipulations on my ignorance. Why does he guard against the Red Rust? I mean, why do you hold the hand of a loved one? Why do we yearn for a different life right before going to bed? Because it's the way the world is, brother. We can't change it. We woke up one day and life is just like that. And we have to live the rest of our days knowing that that's how it is. What about transform damage? No. No transforms damage. I feel like the idea of Red Rust only is pretty definitive, and I shouldn't need to explain why. What if you did something that wasn't Red Rust? I don't know, man. Like, why torture yourself with a stupid, fucked up, stupid, dumbass, stupid challenge and then be like, actually, you didn't specify in the rules, section B12, comma 2A. It didn't say that I'm not allowed to bark as the wolf to kill things. You meant for the mummy? Well, you had an infinite amount of characters that you could put in the chat box, and you decided not to put that in the chat box. So how would I ever assume that that's what you meant? Anyways, I'm dead. Let's go for attempt number 15. Could I change the Red Rust damage type? It's possible. I'm only bringing it up because this is an uphill battle that, again, much like Red Rust is my Boulder and Iron Sisyphus, me explaining to people that reading a chat comment is not the same as communicating face-to-face in real life. That is my other boulder that I push up the hill, right? Assuming that I will understand you perfectly via context clues or whatever is like a fool's errand. Especially because you are essentially just chat text, and that's it. Save state after equipping to save more time? No, because I want the time in between runs to really think about my life. It's kind of like the think of this like playing blackjack. If you were sitting at a blackjack table and the dealer was able to deal you instantaneously with no downtime, you would never sit there and think about, fuck, I just blew $2,000 on this fucking hand. What is wrong with me? It's 3 a.m. All my friends are gone. I'm drunk in the middle of a casino and no one else is around to hear me sob. Like, I need that refractory period to really reflect on my life choices. If you don't respect that, then you just don't understand what it's like to be alive. I'm very antagonistic today. I'm just feeling that vibe. I think it's mostly because I'm dying in my favorite video game because the weapon I use in this challenge sucks ass, and if I make a single mistake, I die. So forgive me if I'm a little on edge. I'm becoming a Scooby-Doo villain. I'm unaware of the Scooby-Doo universe, the Scooby-Doo-niverse, if you will. But how often are the Scooby-Doo villains just a guy who's mad because he's playing a video game, but the video game's too hard? No Ultra Instinct Shaggy for you. No Ultra Instinct Shaggy for anybody. They shut that shit down. What the fuck was that called? Multiverses? That shit's dead now. You're not allowed to play as Ultra Instinct Shaggy. The meme is dead. Scooby-Doo villains are always just a guy who's mad. But what about the time it's like... Sometimes it's like actually supernatural occurrences. I think that's just in the movies. I vaguely remember watching some Scooby-Doo movies as a child. And then they like blur the lines as like, I don't know, maybe it was ghosts this time, but for real. Smiley face. Even though Scooby-Doo, the entire premise is about, actually it's not ghosts, it's never ghosts. It's always an angry guy. So I'm picking up what you're putting down. It's usually just some angry guy. It would be very funny if I went on a Scooby-Doo villain arc and started like dressing up as like a fucking like monster. It was scaring people. Dress up as Dracula? Dude, hold on. Now we're talking. Well, the issue is Scooby-Doo came out in an era where cosplaying didn't exist, right? I feel like if the modern era, people couldn't just dress up as a monster and scare people. People would be like, oh, is like Comic-Con in town or something? I saw this like really intricate like monster getup. Like that costume was very convincing. Wow. I wonder if it's like it must be like a cosplay contest or something. And no one will take you seriously as like, you know, trying to scare away the people to like raise the property value or something. I don't know. There's usually some scheme about like owning property, which is how you know Scooby-Doo is from the 60s, because ain't nobody owning property unless they're already, you know, a fucking investment firm or something. Well, they usually freak people out because they want to like scare people off the property and then buy it or something. My attack failed and Sauger gave me the spear. Also, is it ever, like, explained who can and cannot understand Scooby-Doo speaking just, like, plain English? He obviously has, like, an accent or whatever, but it is still, at the end of the day, a dog speaking clear as day English. All things considered. Like, is it just implied that only the gang can understand Scooby and everybody else don't? Like, what's the lore here? Any Scooby-Doo universe aficionados? Any fanfic writers in the chat? Also, can we stop failing my red rust, please? Hold on, I have to weave the fucking maze of zombies. Kill this guy. There we go. Oh, ba 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 ba. Me rolling up to my dad's house, be like, and then it's just fucking Dracula's Castle song blaring and bass boosted. They all ate Scooby snacks. To my understanding, it's just Shaggy. I don't think other people eat the dog food because it's obviously dog food. Like, Shaggy is your weird friend who's like, no, I'll eat dog food. I'll do it. Like, clearly something's not Something's up, is what I'm saying. Scooby is an alien. He speaks English and anyone understands. So, like, when people in the Scooby-Doo universe, the Scooby-Doo-niverse, encounter a talking dog, they're just like, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Whatever. That's like chill. We're like used to it now. Are there other talking dogs? Is that like a norm for the society? That can't be right, man. Because I'm going to be real. His nephew, we don't talk about Scrappy-Doo. Scrappy-Doo is not real. That was a fucking coma episode. That was the entire series was perspective from inside Shaggy's coma where he invented the whole thing. We all know this. We don't talk about Scrappy-Doo. It never happened. I have no clue what you're talking about, but that does sound kind of epic. YouTube series where Scooby is an occult horror creature. Because honestly, that's the vibes I'm picking up when you think about the rules of the Scooby-Doo-niverse. It feels like an eldritch nightmare. There's like legitimate zombies and aliens and ghosts that happen, but only sometimes. And also there's a talking dog and everyone's just chill with it. Scooby and the gang meet Cthulhu, the unknowable horror creature monster. The infinite abyss stares back. I'd watch that episode. All right, gang, let's split up and search for clues. That's them getting sucked into a fucking black hole that was created because Cthulhu blinked. I'd watch that. Jesus, my ears? Whatever. Stop freaking out. It's fine. My shit has an audio compressor on it. It can only get so loud. New sub alerts. I keep forgetting that I've already started the trend of clipping myself out of context and making them my sub alerts. Oh shit, we need to clip that and make it a new sub alert, you're right. I probably need a better take because I fucked it up at first. With, all right, gang, let's split up and search for clues. Because I think if I had that in the sub alert as well, that'd be funny. Fucking die. Stop failing. I got pixel off there. There we go. Jeepers, horrors beyond human comprehension. Roro Raggy. I'm allowed to transform because you can't beat Symphony of the Night without transformations, yeah. At least glitchless, you can't beat it without transformations. Roro Raggy, I could hear the screams of 10,000 civilizations. All throughout time happening at once. This is a good bit. It low-key kind of sounds like a Family Guy bit, but, you know, we take those. That shit was on the air for 10,000 seasons. Are they still making new Family Guy? I don't know. I'm out of the loop. I know Family Guy is low-key seeing a resurgence due to TikTok sharing clips of the show nonstop. But does that mean they're still making new shit with it? How old is, what the fuck is his name? Guy who was going to be on the 9/11 plane. What the fuck is his name? Seth MacFarlane. How old is that guy? He's got to be, like, getting close to his 60s, right? And they still got his ass in the fucking Family Guy poop mines? Let him be free. He's not been involved in Family Guy for a decade or so? Then who's doing the voices? Other than voice acting? That's still being involved! He does, like, all the voices. It's like him and his wife and Mila Kunis and that other fucking guy. What the fuck is his name? Seth Green? And then the other guy. But Seth MacFarlane does like 70% of the voices. So they would never be able to replace him. Because they would never find a guy who's able to do all of those stupid ass fucking voices. Whoa! Either way. Yeah, Patrick,
Wait a moment.
Warburton, whatever the fuck his name is. What a great voice. Very iconic voice. Alright, don't kill me, please. Thank you. Yeah, that I can't figure out a better situation versus the Ouija table there, because I kind of have to crouch slash him, and it always takes 2 hits, so. Yeah. He is very much iconic as Kronk, that is for sure. And, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not above hitting a "Hey Peter" in his tone and his voice. Because that shit's fucking funny, man. Fuck! Whoa! Hold on. Gotta lock in. Hey, Peter. Is he Brock Sampson as well? Actually, yeah, he is, isn't he? I'm fully convinced if I wasn't streaming, I'd try and get into voice acting. Like, if I was born 30 years ago, my ass definitely be fucking voice acting cartoons. On God, no cap. Because I have no other skills other than attempting to entertain via silly voices. It's like all I know how to do. And I guess playing video games pretty okay. Seth MacFarlane is the modern day Mel Blanc. I don't want to give it to him. I don't want to give it to him, but I am failing to think of anybody else that could fit the bill. So for now, I think you're right. Regrettably. Which then brings up the question, is like Peter Griffin's voice as iconic as like Bugs Bunny? For our generation? Fuck, man. That's gonna make me jump off a fucking bridge. In Minecraft, safely into a pool of water. Because if you have water in Minecraft, it doesn't matter how high up you jump, you'll be safe. Billy West? Billy West is a little bit on the older side, though, for like the work he's done. What has Hank Azaria been in? I don't know if I know their work. So that might just be ignorance on my part. Am I thinking of the right person for Billy West, actually? Might be thinking of somebody else. Anyways, we're gonna die. Because we always die here. Yep. This boss fight is literally, if you fail a single attack, you just die. Fucking thing sucks, man. God damn it. Let's give it up for attempt number 18, everybody. Billy West is Fry from Futurama. Oh, that's Billy West. Yeah, he's pretty good. He does like 90% of the voices in Futurama as well. Is there no other strategy for Doppelganger? Well, I'm going to give you the reins. I'm going to give you the controller right here, right now. What do? Here's the controller, bro. What button you pressing, motherfucker? I'm going to give you a hint. It's probably the attack button, right? The attack button? Okay. What else are you going to press? What other options do you have? I'm going to take a gander at the rules. Oh, shit, I can't do anything other than attack? I'm spicy today? Listen. I already said it earlier. I said it earlier. I'm in a bad mood. Not even necessarily a bad mood, but you meant movement-wise? As we saw earlier, Doppelganger will hunt you down into the ends of the fucking earth. He chases you down like you're fucking, like you owe him money. So, like, the only way to get him off your ass is to kill him, to attack him, to knock him down. And if you fail the attack, because you have a 14% chance to fail every time you swing, then, like, what are you going to do? Toxic streamer. You know what it is? The more I stream, the more toxic I become, because I'm just trying to be like one of the greats, you know? List a single streamer right now that is not toxic. I'll wait. I'm waiting for somebody to list a streamer, and then I was going to roast them incessantly. Emiru? Trash. Garbage. I actually don't know anything about Emiru. I'm sure she's nice. Sasha Grey? Who is that? Lil Aggie? I was about to say something mean about Lil Aggie as a joke. But no, I can't, dude. I love Lil Aggie. That's my dude. Oats is a great example. Yeah, that Oats guy, he's obviously fucking toxic. Bro, haven't you been in his chat room? Clearly a bully, toxic, fucking, Dude, I went into his stream one time and I saw him ban somebody just for saying, "Hey, stupid, you look ugly as fuck today. I shouldn't have bet all my channel points on believing because you're going to lose to Eddie." And they banned him for that. What the fuck, man? Clearly toxic streamer. No, you guys are actually just naming a bunch of nice people. I was going to make a joke where I was going to say a bunch of mean shit and call the streamers that you guys brought up a bunch of pussies and shit. But actually, you guys brought up a lot of nice people, and my joke is falling apart. Because the joke essentially would just be me being an asshole, which, like, can be funny to a certain extent. But you have to know your limits, and you know what? I'm going to hold the L on this one. That is true. As soon as you hear TTS SpongeBob and like the Jonkler TTS incessantly for hours and hours on end, that does change a man. It's true. It insists on itself. All right, so we're going back to Family Guy, I see. Okay. Streamer only has one topic of conversation. It's fucking Family Guy. You don't know about the Jonkler? I'm sure there's clips out there somewhere of the Jonkler going off. I'm anti-Jonkler, I'll say it. I don't believe in Jonklers. They're not real. It's just a Joker voice text-to-speech thing that shows up in Oates' chat. And also Jonkler is just a term people use as like a fucked up mispronunciation of Joker. In general. I can't... Never mind. I'm not going to talk about my American Dad story because it's way too much TMI. What the fuck is Slogger doing? He's just vibing, I guess? There we go. Oh, God! Ugh! Really? Really? I mean, yeah, it hit, but like, come on, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I am not a half vampire, half human killing machine, much like Alucard is. If a fireball hit me in the ankle, yeah, it would hurt. Oh, it was his Achilles. Never mind. I forgot. That's the weak point of all powerful heroes. My bad. Nah, true. Nah, when you put it like that, never mind. The only thing I was going to say about American Dad is just, I haven't watched it in a long time. And sometimes there's just like a thing that you put on in the background and it slowly becomes like a pivotal memory of your life for whatever fucking reason. I just have some funny memories, that's all. But they're way too personal to bring up here. I set him to be made of glass. Look. Yeah. I'm gonna hit you with the hot timeout. Because I'll say it. Jokes about AIDS, not funny. The year's 2025. And it seems like you may be stuck in the past. I'm gonna ask that you update your repertoire. Because that one is not a classic. There are some jokes from the olden times that have become classics, much like, why did the chicken cross the road? Or whatever. That one, it didn't make the cut. So I'm going to ask that you change it up next time. Please and thank you. Also, yeah, glass is like a very resilient material. They make buildings out of that shit. Yeah, that's one thing about, like, quote-unquote edgy humor is that when you actually examine it for what it is, and you ask, like, okay, so what is the punchline, actually? You realize the punchline becomes, ha-ha, marginalized person? But... And then you're like, okay, why is that humorous? Can you explain your thought process? And essentially, it becomes, I just think it's funny. I don't want to examine it any further. Because if I say anything more, all of my really gross opinions are going to come out. Fuck. That skeleton has an insane KD right now. Either way. What would be harder, this or fists only? This is definitely harder than fists only, because one, I've already brought it up before. Look at my attack value. If I take the red rust off, my attack value goes up, so I will do more damage. Two, the fists can double hit when you use them. Three, my fists don't have a 14% chance to fail every time I swing. Or haha, I hate my wife. That's another one. But to be fair, it's a sliding scale. Haha, I hate my wife is at least like, you can do it ironically, I guess. There are many people who have taken that style of humor and have kind of flipped it on its head to make fun of how insecure and stupid it is. It's at least subversive in a way. But other quote-unquote edgy styles of humor have not made the jump in the same way. I don't know what the punchline could possibly be for a priest and a rabbi joke, I'm going to be honest, other than say something offensive for the sake of saying something offensive. Again, if you're not subverting the trope of punchline equals let's make fun of a marginalized group, then I don't know. All right. It's one of the things that frustrates me the most about the quote-unquote comedy isn't legal anymore, they'll cancel you for saying anything. It's more so that, like, an entire audience of people have grown up hearing the same tired, hack, boring type of humor, like, haha, my bitch wife, haha, racism shit. Because that killed in the 90s and the 2000s. And then, like, modern audiences are like, yeah, that shit's kind of like hack and gross. And all of a sudden, all the comedians are like, I can't get work anymore because of woke or something. I can't be that my material hasn't grown with the times. And audiences are wanting different styles of humor now that don't involve just like being mean for the sake of being mean. Yo, what up, Kuiper? How's it going? Showed up at the perfect time to watch me probably die to this fucking skeleton. Ah! Just kidding. You showed up at a great time. I didn't die to that fucking skeleton. Crisis averted. It's more crisis. Yeah, it's averted, but it's also diverted. Does that make sense? Kind of like how, hope you've been well. I've been good. I've been good. Been chilling, playing video games, living the dream. Fucking, what's it called? I was gonna say Crisis diverted, because it's like, yeah, I didn't die to that guy, but like, you know, we're basically just pushing the death down the road a little bit. We're kicking the can down the road, which is me dying inevitably. Thank you for the good luck. Can you get closer, please? It's fucking bull. You're gonna make me risk my life for this shit. There we go. We're all dying just at different speeds. Says you. Me? So that's the other thing, right? I had this thought the other day. I think I actually had this thought earlier today. you know that you're not immortal? Like, how do you know you're not immortal? You could be the first immortal. There's no way to know yet. The only way to know, well, trial and error. Exactly. That's the only way to find out for sure. You can have a good guess that you're not immortal. But there's no way to really know for sure unless you, oh, well. We can, we know for a fact Alucard's not immortal. That's for sure. I was merely doing a thought experiment using the video game as an example, okay? Anyways. An immortal wouldn't have arthritis, probably. That's the thing. That's just your preconceived notion of an immortal, right? Because what if it's like as a sick fucking joke, it's never happened until now. One person, and it happens to be you, is born with the ability to live forever. However, they still suffer from like the normal causes of aging. You just age indefinitely until you turn into like a pile of goo or whatever, but you're still sentient the whole time. Sounds like some Isaac Asimov fucking bullshit ass novelization of the Human Dread or some shit. I have no ass, but I must fart sounding head ass. Was that Asimov? I might be getting my writers mixed up right now. That wasn't Asimov. What was his name? We found our way back to horror again. Harlan Ellison. Yeah, I would not have gotten that because I do not remember that name at all. It's the horror Family Guy loop. We're trapped in it, dude. Horror begets comedy. Comedy begets Family Guy, obviously, the peak of comedy. Family Guy begets Existential Dread. Existential Dread turns to horror. It's the infinite loop. We're trapped in it. It comes free with the motherfucking Xbox, I guess. As well as dying in this infinite loop that is this stupid fucking challenge. I mean, if I'm immortal in that way, I mean, fuck, just turn me into a lollipop until they make mega stem cells to revert your body to its peak or whatever. Yeah, but like, you still have to go through like that probably at least a little bit. It's just that you'll be sentient the whole time as you turn into a powder of mist. As the skeleton slashes you and you die instantly. Everybody knows that. It's kind of like a Groundhog Day situation. Like, Alucard knows, experiences, and feels all of these deaths happening. And yet he still storms the castle over and over and over again. I have red rust and I must slash. Exactly, dude. Yes, somebody gets it. That's my type of humor. Yes. For the longest time, I only ever saw like the book cover, that like really famous book cover version. Because I'm sure there's been multiple book covers, but I think you guys know the one I'm talking about. If you know anything about I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. But I think it was like a few years ago, I finally understood what the story was about due to a video essay explaining the point-and-click adventure game based off of the novel. And I was like, dude, this is fucked up. This shit's insane. Anyways, can't wait for that to be our future that we get to look forward to. It's gonna be lit. Hey, let me tell you how much I hate the red rust. I feel like the game cover is more well known than the novel cover. Am I thinking of the game cover then? All I know is there's like a very striking bit of artwork associated with the name. With the fucked up looking guy on it. That's the game art? Fuck, that shit goes hard. Fuck. I hope that skeleton stays there, actually. So I can... No, he didn't stay! Oh! There we go. This is huge for us. Can we stop failing our slashes? Me going to slash class. All right, class, there's going to be a pop quiz. Today, we're going to learn how to slash. Grab your red rusts, everybody. And I'm sitting there like, oh, fuck, oh, shit, oh, fuck, I didn't study. And I'm also in my underwear, and it's a nightmare. And I'm like, I haven't had to do a slashing class in 30 years. How am I late? And how am I in my underwear? I'm thinking of the giant megaphone here. Yeah, so I was thinking of the actual novel and not the game cover. Either way. Yeah, that story is fucked up and really does make you think. I think about that video synopsis. It makes me really want to read the book, but then I realize if I read the book, I'd probably be like in a deep, dark depression that I'll never recover from. Which is how you know it's art. I, too, yearn to one day create something so artistically compelling that it has the potential to cause the recipient of the art to go insane. It hits hard. Yeah. I discovered that the cure to the curse, it can be broken, but it only costs my sanity. So true. All right, so far so good. We actually didn't fail the first attack, the most important one. The red rust is definitely art, for sure. When they created this weapon, they truly did create something special. It's like a Miyazakian, Soulsian fucking, like, level of, like, artistic integrity. Because it's like, why does it exist? It makes you really think about the world that you live in, and the world you inhabit as the main character, where a sword like this could exist and the mechanics behind it force you to fail your swings. Good time. That's how you know it's art. Honestly, has Dark Souls ever had a weapon that has a random chance to fail? Because Symphony of the Night has two. By the way, what up, French name? Yeah, this challenge is terrible. Not only does the red rust have a chance to fail, I believe it's a 1 in 8 chance for the dynamite to fail. So I would love it if, like, a PvP meta weapon, it's so fucking good for PvP in some Souls game, but every time you swing it, you have a 10% chance that it just explodes in your hand and you fucking die. It's awesome. Tearfang is the worst because you cannot do damage with it at low levels. So if I was to do, like, a Tearfang only challenge, it would be literally impossible, so... Hold on, these fucking guys. Don't give Miyazaki any ideas. He'll figure it out. Could be an interesting weapon for Night Rain. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of forgot Night Rain was coming out. I feel like the hype cycle is not like fully doing the hype cycle thing. But to be fair, we have a very unique case where we are aware of the release date of a Souls game like almost immediately upon finding out that it exists, which is the exact opposite of what happened for Elden Ring. They teased Elden Ring, I think like 6 years before its release or some shit like that. So it's very strange to be like, oh yeah, that's coming out, huh? I'm not gonna lie, if SotN had a few poison swamps, I wouldn't be too mad. Ultimately, I am very excited for Night Rain, though. That's going to be quite a good time. Same thing could be happening in Kingdom Hearts 4. Well, you know, FromSoft has their own way of doing things, and then Square, well, I feel like they're too busy, like, trying to juggle the 12 different IPs that are like not Final Fantasy as well as Final Fantasy and making $10 billion out of that. Let's try that again. Ooh! The Flea Man gave us fucking a blessing today. Holy shit. The second one, however, requires more conviction. Ah, we failed. We failed the test. We have to start over. There we go. Part 1 complete. Part 2 complete.
Wait a moment.
I'm pretty sure the character names and the setting, as well as like an overview of the history of the world, was written by George R.R. Martin. And then the rest was all Miyazaki and his team. How come Maria doesn't have to use the red rust? Because she's too busy being a gamer, so... Yes. Wing Smash is a spell, as far as the game is concerned. It even shows up in the spell menu. Why is the table an enemy in this game? Fuck me. Because Alucard hates IKEA. And by extension, all Swedish people. Okay. Oh, that was 13 attempts, and we still haven't made it past Doppelganger. My initial prediction of us finishing this in about 40 attempts is looking, not good. Not good. We'll end this video here right now. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. We're going to keep trying this challenge. I do want to finish this eventually. We'll see. Join the live stream, twitch.tv/DragonBlood, so you can watch me finish this live. And I'll see you in the next one, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye.